Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, I don't have a lot to say today, but I just have to update you on the latest of Group C, which features South Africa, Nigeria, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Rwanda. This group is pretty much it's not really much of a tough group, as well as Benin. So 6 teams as well as Benin. It's not much of a tough group for Bafana Bafana. You would expect Bafana Bafana to really cruise through to, seeking automatic qualification for the 2026 World Cup finals, which will be scheduled to take place in Mexico, Canada, as well as the United States of America. This is the first time in history where 3 nations will get to host the World Cup finals, right? So for those of y'all who don't know me, I'm Pubesi Mphathi Mhlaba. Welcome to Football is a Religion, man. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please also encourage your friends, your peers, your family members, everybody, every sporting fanatic that you know to join the community, and let's grow this community together, man. So I would start with the Nigeria versus Lesotho game. Nigeria won, Lesotho won, surprisingly, Nigeria being held to a 1-1 draw against Lesotho. I mean, a team that is like way below the rankings compared to Nigeria. Obviously, we saw defender Mkwanazi got the goal for Lesotho in the second half, and then we saw former Arsenal defender Semi Ajayi getting the equalizer for Nigeria. So basically, this was a game of set pieces and defenders getting their names onto the score sheet. You understand? That's what this game was basically all about. It was a game of defenders getting their names onto the score sheet and just goals from set pieces. So it was all about set pieces and defenders. But we know for a fact that Nigeria were going to be dominant, and they were very dominant in the first half. But poor finishing from the Super Eagles. Poor finishing. I mean, it's a shock that they were held by Lesotho to a draw at home in front of their own supporters. I mean, that's a shock, man. That's surprising. That's really, it's a disgrace to the Super Eagles. Because understanding the fact that they are the favorites to qualify for the World Cup, and they are the team that will give are expected, let me say it in this way, they are the team that are expected to give Bafana a tough time in terms of seeking automatic qualification for World Cup 2026. But with this kind of performance, I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know how that's going to happen. So, Lesotho surprisingly took the lead in the second half, thanks to a great corner from Tshwarelo Bering, setting up defender Mkwanazi, who powerfully headed the ball into the back of the net, past every Nigerian t-shirt, poor defending again from Nigeria. But Nigeria, obviously, we knew they were going to get an equalizer. Former Arsenal defender Semi Ajayi heading the ball from a Kelechi Iheanacho corner kick to set up a great game. That was the equalizing goal within the 67th minute of the game. But speaking of Nigeria's performance, they missed a lot of chances in the first half. The game could have ended in 5-0. It was supposed to be 5-0 by the first half. Game should have been wrapped up long time ago. But poor finishing, like I said, poor decision making as well. Adam Lookman had a couple of chances here and there. Nottingham Forest striker Ioni, he had a great chance. With the goal at his mercy, he just put the ball wide. Goal was in his mercy. He put the ball wide. You ask yourself, it says a lot about this Nigerian team that, most of these players, they seem to perform at club level. They seem to give it their 100% at club level. But when it comes to performing for the national team at a bigger stage where you understand you need to put that similar performance for your country in order for you to help your country seek automatic qualification, seek automatic, promotion to the biggest sporting tournament in the world, which is the FIFA World Cup, which is scheduled to take place in 3 years from now, which is 2026. And that's it just says a lot about this Nigerian team that they've got all the wonderful players, they've got all the star players, not to mention Victor Osimhen. He was not available for selection due to injury, right? I guess I don't even think that was really a big deal, because you have to understand the fact that Nigeria, with all the depth that they have, with the quality amount of players that they have, not to mention Alex Iwobi, not to also mention Taiyo or Ioni, not to also mention Odiene Gallo, not to also mention Semi Chikweze, who was also not available as he's also out with injury. You understand? Not to also mention Iheanacho. There's several others. You understand? Several other players that Nigeria have got. They've got a whole lot of quality in their team, but they're still failing. You understand? They're still failing. There's a whole lot of concern with this Nigerian team, man. They seem to have all the great players, but then when it comes to actually setting up the team, maybe I guess you can blame the coach, the former Venezuelan national team coach. Maybe it's the way he sets up the lineup. Maybe it's just not up to scratch. Perhaps. We don't know that for a fact, but maybe. But I think that's not an excuse. Nigeria should, you understand, be competing at the best. They should be, cruising past these teams. I mean, even today, they drew 1-1 away to Zimbabwe. Oh, great goal by Walter Musona. Walter Musona, midfielder of Polokwane City. Wow. Scoring a free kick from 35 yards. Wow. Great goal by Walter Musona. You understand? Wonderful taken set piece from 35 yards. There was no way the Nigerian goalkeeper would have stood a chance of saving that. Not even two goalkeepers would have been able to save that shot. Brilliant free kick. That was brilliant. From 35 yards. Brilliant. And then surprisingly, for the rest of the first half, Zimbabwe were in cruise control of the game. They were dominating the possession. They were creating certainly the better chances in the first half. They were certainly way better than Nigeria, which is still a shock. It's surprising. Very shocking from the Super Eagles, man. This performance is, it's very shocking. But luckily, they were given a lifeline. Again in the 67th minute. All thanks to Leicester City striker, Kelechi Iheanacho. Coming off the bench, getting that equalizer, that crucial equalizer for the Super Eagles. But it was not good enough, to be honest. It was a great cutback pass by Moses Simon. Great cutback pass, finding Kelechi Iheanacho. He just had to tap the ball into the bottom corner. And wow, brilliant equalizer, simple finish. But again, Nigeria. I mean, is this a team that, do you really think that this is the team that is really going to challenge Bafana for automatic qualification with this kind of performances? Displaying such poor performances like this? Lack of clinical finishing in front of goal? You understand? Passing very poor? You understand? Decision making again very poor? You understand? Nigeria in the second half, they were way much better. But they were just not good enough. They were just not good enough at all. They were far from their best. As for Bafana, wow, congratulations to them, man. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to them, man. I'm really proud of Bafana. I hope they can keep up with this level of performance, man. I hope they can keep it up. Important 3 points, first game, which sees them leading the pack, which sees them leading Group C. You understand? Bafana won this game by 2-1, thanks to goals by Pesitao in the first 4 minutes of the game, as well as we saw Khuliso Mudau doubling the advantage in the first half, and then we saw Mooney, the Benin striker who plays for Brest in Ligue 1, getting one back against the run of play for Benin. So yeah, it was a pretty competitive game. Bafana were in firm control in the first 45 minutes of the game. Great goal by Pesitao, after a great defense splitting pass by Teboho Mokoena to set up Pesitao. Great finish by the Al Ali striker. As well as we saw Khuliso Mudau who was left unmarked, you would never even doubt. Never in a doubt. We all knew that he would put the ball in the back of the net. You understand? Never in a doubt. Put the ball in the back of the net unmarked after some poor defending by Benin. That was poor defending as well as poor goalkeeping. I don't know what the goalkeeper of Benin was trying to do there, but that was very poor on their side. You understand? But obviously, great goal. Kudos goes to Khuliso Mudau. He was just at the right place at the right time to pounce on the error and capitalize and give Bafana Bafana a healthy 2-goal cushion going into the first half. With regards to their performance in the first half, yes, they were in firm control, but again, decision making. I mean, they could have wrapped up the game a long time ago. They should have wrapped up the game a long time ago. It seems like Bafana Bafana has got these Kaizer Chiefs tendencies of not killing the game off immediately when you're in firm control. I mean, look, they started with Makgopa. Yes, Makgopa has been on fine form for Orlando Pirates. Yes, his confidence is booming confidence, right? That especially him scoring the winning goal in the Soweto derby was a huge morale booster for him. But he was nowhere to be seen in the game. He was nowhere to be seen in the game at all. Nowhere to be seen at all. Very poor display by Evidence Makgopa. I mean, it seems like he was an outcast. Or maybe he was just hiding. It's like he didn't want to take responsibility at all. You understand? I mean, he was nowhere to be seen. I mean, they had a couple of chances. They could have buried the game long time ago. Even in the second half. Against the run of play, Benin got the goal. I mean, that was a great team goal by them. You know, and Mooney, with Mooney, you wouldn't expect him to miss from there. You definitely would never expect him to miss. What a great game that was. But Bafana allowed Benin to get back into the game. And I don't understand why they did that. And that's something they're going to have to look at. Hugo Boos and his charges are going to have to look at that. But, you know, kudos goes to Bafana. I mean, I think kudos goes to Themba Zwane. What a great performance by him. Great performance by Umshishi. I mean, wonderful, man. That was just a wonderful display. Displaying his quality. And remember, Hugo Boos didn't want to put him in the squad, stating that his age is just whatever, you know, all sorts of rubbish. But this is a quality player. This is a player we do need in our national team. You understand? Who can make things happen in the middle of the park, create opportunities. You understand? Create that link-up play between himself, Pesitao, Makgopa, Hlongwane, Mayambela. You understand? And going into the game against Rwanda in midweek, understanding the fact that we cannot underestimate our opponents, Rwanda, because Rwanda, yes, they drew against Zimbabwe the other day. It was a goalless draw. But you cannot underestimate Rwanda. But fact of the matter, Rwanda have been very poor themselves. They've only won 5 games in their last 30 games. 5 games in their last 30 matches. Very poor, indeed. That's very poor. But you cannot underestimate them because we're going to be playing away from home. And right now we cannot afford to be complacent in this group. Yes, it is an easy group on paper, but knowing our team, knowing Bafana, sometimes, man, you know, it's very shocking. They will just shock you because last time in 2014, for the 2014 World Cup qualifiers, we were in a relatively easy group. Burkina Faso, Ethiopia, Central African Republic. You ask yourself, how did we struggle against those opponents? They were below us, but we struggled eventually. Eventually, Ethiopia walked away as group winners. You understand? So it's a relatively easy group, but knowing Bafana, these boys can really disappoint us, but we hope not. We hope that history does not repeat itself, and we hope that we cruise through because Nigeria, we need to capitalize on the fact that Nigeria is not. Nigeria is flopping in a big way, in a major way. They're really flopping. You understand? Nigeria only have 2 points right now out of 2 games. So now we just need to collect another 3 points, make it 6 points, establish a healthy lead. You understand? Going into those 2 games that we against the Super Eagles, as well as the Warriors, Zimbabwe. So we just got to make things easy for ourselves and go collect the 3 points away to Rwanda. You understand? Who are also in action against Benin. I think I'm not quite sure. I think tomorrow or on Monday. But yeah, we will see. Yeah, so congrats to Bafana, man. Hopefully they can keep it up, and congrats to Percy Tau, man of the match. Well deserved, man. 10,000 to him. Man, it was a great game. Decent turnout at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. I think it was under 10,000 spectators that pulled through, that went to Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. So, yeah, man, great performance by Bafana, and we hope for the best, man. As well as Lesotho, yeah. Lesotho will take on Benin at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, so we will see. I mean, it's a home away from home for Lesotho, but we'll see how it goes, man. And we'll be in touch pretty soon, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like, share, subscribe. And yeah, we'll be in touch pretty soon. Hope you guys have a great day. Cheers.
But the 74th largest in terms of population density. They find themselves on the bulge of the African continent. In West Africa, there's a chance here for Bafana to open the scoring, and it hasn't taken them long at all. Well, the man who's got it is the man who scored against, or set up that goal against Morocco. It took just 2 minutes for the Egyptian-based Percy Tau to bang it into the net. It is goal number 14 for him in his 40th appearance, and Bafana already leading inside 3 minutes. It's a wonderful, wonderful move, and beautifully finished off in the end by the educated left foot of Percy Tau. Lovely through ball. The keeper comes but doesn't really commit, and the man based in Egypt these days with Al Ahly finishes the job superbly. What a start for the home side here in Durban. And now Mokoena distributing it out wide. That's a lovely pass. Modiba keeping it alive. Sitole tries the through ball again. Lovely touch, and just needed a finish. There might be one here. There is one here. The flag stays down. South Africa have got a second, and it's a first ever goal in national team colours for that man, number 20, Kuliso Mudau, who was in the right place at the right time to tap home. Must say the defence went to sleep for Benin, and on his 6th appearance in national team colours, the man from Musina has rounded it off. But have a look how easy this was. The through ball, lovely touch, and you see as the ball breaks free, Mudau finds himself in the right place at the right time. Former Leopards and JDR Stars footballer has doubled the lead. So they scored in the 3rd minute. They scored in the 2nd minute of stoppage time as well, but excellent play by Zwane. And in the end, with the defence not coping, it's Kuliso Mudau who taps in. And things have just got doubly as bad for the visitors from Benin.
Kodwa kuzafuneka kusetyenziwe. Washiwa ngoku. Kudoso. Ahlale emnatheni. Impazamo eyenziwe nguMzantsi Afrika. Benin yafika. Fika ngocaptain wabo Steve Michel Mooney. Hlabe emnatheni wancancazela. Sisifumene ispark ebekuthethwa ngaso. Kodwa sivela kwiBenin. Counter. South Africa ibihlasela ibuza imibuzo. Khangela phaa la bhola. Fika kwa-byline. Gotyiwe lo bhola. Phu imisebe idefense yomzantsi Afrika. Sibisa kakwazanga ivalela. Yekiwe kweli cala lingapha nguye uXulu. Cross entlapho kaDoso. Yafika epholile ucaptain. Ukwayiyo necaptain yeBrest iqela lakhe adlalelayo. Inzalelwane yaseParaco. 29 iminyaka ubudala. Michel Steve Mooney wathi sifikile nathi.
Coach, a positive result. You're happy?
Sure, I'm happy because we won the game. It was not an easy game, but I said already before the game, don't underestimate that opponent. They played a simple game, kick in front and then fighting for the ball. We had some problems the second half, but with the goal they scored, was a little panic in the group. But okay, the most important thing for qualifiers is to win the game, and we did it.
It was a nervy second half, Coach. What would you like to fix so that when you face sides that are not as strong as other oppositions, you're able to get a solid win?
Yes, you know, against the game that Benin played, this is very difficult. You need also guys of 190 behind, and we don't have them. So they kicked always the ball to that long player, and then with a header, and then the second ball. So this is difficult to defend. But okay, they had only that one chance, and it was a goal. At the other side, we have two little chances, so we could have scored the third goal. Then the game was finished. But with that goal from Benin, it was till the end, it was suspense.
A positive result in the end. Thank you so much, Coach Bruce, and good luck for Rwanda.
Thank you very much.
How do you feel about your team's performance?
Yeah, there were two different half times. In the first half time, there were big domination of Bafana, and the second time we had the better game, and we could even come back to a 2-2 draw. But in the end, we could not. But I was satisfied about my performance in the second half, because the reaction was very well. It's always difficult when you concede a goal in the first minute and in the last minute of the half time. So in the half time was not easy, but the reaction was good, and we will play here again on Tuesday, and I hope then we can win a match.
You're playing again Tuesday, Coach, and you're playing a side that gave Nigeria a tough time. How do you approach that one?
Yeah, we will have a big game against Lesotho. They played already 2 days ago, so they have 2 days more of recovery. But we have to work immediately to be ready for Tuesday in the same stadium. That can be an advantage because we know it now, and I hope that we will win the match.